In the beginning, before the dawn of time, there was a name whispered among the heavens, a name that carried the light of 1,000 suns, a name that still echoes through the corridors of eternity. Michael, the Archangel, the commander of the celestial armies, the divine warrior standing guard at the gates of the eternal. Prepare yourself, for the final battle is about to unfold. Let us journey together into the realm where heaven and earth collide. Welcome to Divine Timeline. The name Michael originates from the ancient Hebrew phrase, "Who is like God?" A question that echoes defiance, challenging the forces of darkness and pride. This name is not merely a label, but a powerful proclamation of divine authority and protection. Through the ages, Michael has been called upon, a beacon of hope for those who face spiritual warfare. He is the shield that guards the faithful, the sword that cleaves through the shadows, the eternal warrior standing fearless against evil. In every whispered prayer, in every silent plea, his name is invoked, binding the darkness and ushering in the light. This is the power held within a name, the power that will rise again in the final battle. Michael is not just a name, he is the supreme commander of the heavenly host. Clad in radiant armor forged by divine light, he leads legions of angels, shining like stars, each a warrior bound by sacred oath. His voice, a thunder that shakes the cosmos, calls forth the faithful to stand against the encroaching darkness. In his hand rests the sword of truth, forged to vanquish deception and evil. The celestial armies follow him, unwavering and fearless, marching through the eternal battlefield until the day the final trumpet sounds. Michael, the eternal commander, the guardian of the divine order. His name is a rallying cry, a beacon in the darkest night. Long before time as we know it began, a war erupted in the highest heavens. Lucifer, the morning star, drunk on pride, sought to claim the throne of the Most High. But standing in his path was Michael, unyielding, unwavering. He did not rise with arrogance, but with the authority of the divine. The clash was beyond mortal comprehension. Light against shadow, truth against deception, glory against rebellion. With every strike, Michael shouted, "Who is like God?" And with that cry, Lucifer was cast down. The heavens thundered, and for a moment, all creation held its breath. This ancient war was only the beginning. From the ashes of the ancient war, prophecies began to whisper across the realms. Scrolls hidden in forgotten temples, visions granted to prophets in the stillness of night. They all pointed to one inevitable truth: the war is not over. In the book of Daniel, a being clothed in linen, his face like lightning, spoke of a time of great trouble, such as never was since nations began. In Revelation, the dragon returns, his fury unbound, his hunger for dominion insatiable. But the prophecies are clear. Michael shall rise again, not as a memory, but as the divine sword unsheathed, to stand in defense of those whose names are written in the book of life. A final reckoning awaits. And from the depths of the abyss, the dragon stirs once more. His wings unfurl like storm clouds, his breath scorches the skies. 7 heads, 10 horns, each crowned with blasphemy. He is the deceiver of nations, the ancient serpent, whose hunger is as vast as the void. The book of Revelation calls him the great red dragon and warns, "Woe to the earth and the sea, for the devil has come down to you in great wrath." The world begins to tremble. Nations fall under his shadow. He whispers to kings, seduces with false light, and raises an army of darkness. But even now, all is not lost. For as the dragon rises, so too does the hand of heaven prepare. Beneath the veil of time, beyond the reach of mortal kings, they wait. The Watchers. Angels once sent to guard creation, bound in silence after the fall of man. Their names are etched in forgotten stone, their voices stilled for ages. But now, the silence breaks. a tremor shakes the stars. Ancient seals begin to fracture. Wings unfurl in catacombs of light. The watchers are awakening, and with their awakening comes remembrance of oaths taken, of glories lost, and of a battle yet to be fulfilled. Heaven's sentinels return, and they do not return empty-handed. The heavens grow still, and the earth holds its breath. The hour has come. The battle lines we are drawn. From one end of the cosmos to the other, war banners rise. Horns sound across dimensions. Angels don their armor. Demons sharpen their blades. The armies of heaven align beneath Michael's standard, gleaming with light forged in the fires of righteousness. Across the chasm in the shadows of despair, the legions of darkness assemble. Fangs and fire, smoke and screams. And in between stands mankind. Each soul now faces a choice, to rise with the light or fall into the pit. There is no middle ground. The final war draws near. Before the storm unleashes its fury, before the trumpet sounds the end, a sacred moment unfolds. The sealing has begun. Marked not by man, but by the hand of the divine. Foreheads touched with fireless flame, souls wrapped in unbreakable light. These are the chosen, not for power, but for purpose. Not by might, but by mercy. Each is called by name. Each is known. Each is loved. And when the heavens fall, they will stand, untouched, unshaken, sealed in glory. Beneath the ashes of forgotten worlds, deep in the chasm of chaos, a tremor awakens. The seal has broken. The beast descends. It crawls from the pit, its breath poison, its gaze fire, with horns of iron and wings like torn night. It is not a creature, it is a curse. Born of ancient rebellion, fed by centuries of hate, this is the adversary foretold. The beast speaks no words, yet all who hear it tremble. It does not walk, it consumes. The stars blink, the heavens recoil as darkness gains form. The final enemy has risen. The earth trembles, but the heavens awaken, no longer silent, no longer still. Trumpets sound across eternity, and the sky splits open. Riders of light descend, swords blazing, wings burning like morning stars. The archangels rise, their names echo in every realm. Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, each a flame of judgment. Heaven does not flee, it fights, with justice, with fire, with glory. This is the great reckoning. Across the void, light and darkness converge. The heavens roar, the pit screams, and between them, war begins. Swords clash, wings break the sky, flames dance upon steel. Michael strikes with thunder, the beast counters with shadow. Each blow cracks the air, tears the veil of time. This is no mere battle. This is the unraveling. Hearts across dimensions feel the tremor. Heaven's warriors rise again. The darkness pushes deeper. Light bleeds. Shadows shatter. It is a war of eternity, a fight beyond fate. The outcome reshapes creation itself. And then, silence. A hush falls across heaven and earth. The battlefield holds its breath. Blades rest, wings still, eyes search. The storm has passed, but the sky remains torn. Smoke rises from broken clouds. Michael stands in silence, his sword scorched, his gaze fixed upon the veil of the abyss. A single feather falls. A tear glows in the sky. Time hesitates. The universe waits. In the stillness, a voice rises, clear, divine, eternal. Let there be light. Let darkness bow. Let balance be restored. The words ripple through the cosmos, shaking stars, stirring ancient powers. Michael lifts his sword, light bursting from its tip. Darkness recoils, fractures breaking apart. The veil of chaos starts to mend. The final balance, a new dawn for creation. And so the eternal story continues. Thank you for journeying through the celestial battle. Remember, the war between light and darkness is eternal. Each of us carries the spark of divinity, a light that can never be extinguished. Will you stand with Michael or be lost in the shadows? Subscribe and join us as we unravel the mysteries of the divine. Together we will explore the unseen, the sacred, the prophetic. This is only the beginning. The divine timeline stretches before us. Stay tuned, stay awakened.